Hey, Brandon.
What?
You know what I got yesterday?
What did you get, Tom?
Oh, it's something I haven't got in a long, long time. I got a win.
Oh, what's that like?
It's nice. It's nice.
Must be.
Oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction for the first time in basically a month and a half. It's a victory Monday for one Tom Grossi here, part of the Grossi Perna Show. Tom Grossi, Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. By the way, we're steering you in the right direction. That's what we're doing, the right direction, and we're going, and all I can say, Brandon, at least you're not the Raiders.
That's true.
I can't even say at least we're not the Lions anymore because we lost to the Lions last week, but at least you're not the Raiders and you didn't lose to Jeff Saturday. So,
Mr. Saturday Night, Billy Crystal himself, reincarnated as Jeff Saturday. If you get that reference, my father had 5 penises. How did his underwear fit? Like a glove. Let me tell you something, Tom. The Raiders just did not account for Matt Ryan and his ability to run the football. So great strategic move by Jeff Saturday.
No one expects Matt Ryan
to unleash Matt Ryan's legs on the world. That game was stupid, crazy. Devontae Adams kept the Raiders in it. Christian Watson, 3 touchdowns for the Packers. Justin Jefferson basically single-handedly wins the game for the Vikings. Like, my takeaway is it's nice to have a really good receiver. Healthy receivers, Tom. Good God. And, enjoy it because I already saw Brett Coleman tweeting that Christian Watson's game was no fluke. And he is going to do, I think, a video on him this week saying the film don't lie. And
just dropped him in fantasy.
You dropped him?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago because he was battling injuries and stuff. And
that's a good. I got to pick him up. So
it's fine. I don't care. I dressed as Where's Waldo today because I finally found the W. And you know what, Perna? I sat there and I took my licks. I did.
Yeah.
And I took it over and over and over again. And Scooter, so pompous, so high and mighty. Where are you now? Yeah. Where are you now? Because I don't talk a lot of smack during the week. I don't talk about during the week. But after we win, oh, baby, I'm like CVS, and I keep all those receipts. I keep all of those receipts. So I'm just saying, yesterday felt pretty damn good. And to lose to the Lions last week and then beat America's team coming off a bye.
Ooh, yeah. Good. I mean,
it feels good. And you know what? You know what's crazy, Brandon? We ran the football.
Yeah, look at that.
The football. And it was glorious.
You know what's funny? Beautiful. You know who else ran the football and got a win? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes, they did. Look, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, they're mind linked.
They said, you know what will help a little bit? Will help everything a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
For you.
There you go. And hey, I mean,
a little one of these. Well, you want a little of this one?
Even the Colts, Jonathan Taylor, finally looking a little bit more like Jonathan Taylor, healthy, 66-yard touchdown in that game.
Yep.
I don't understand how someone like Scooter can be so confident and he talks the trash before and then pays the price after.
Yeah, it's a
Poor
cycle
guy.
that never ends.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough. It's hard out there for a lot of us football fans.
It's hard out there.
I can't even. Here's
Hey,
what I don't understand.
You had a win. We lost 5 straight games, Brandon.
I know, and we enjoyed it for an extra week because of the bye. But then we just got obliterated by the Tennessee Titans. I mean, Tom, it was bad, man. Like,
it was a close game for a little bit. No,
we were up 10-0.
Yeah, I thought you guys were winning for a while.
No, but you didn't watch it, man. It was. Oh. And here's what's funny about the internet. So I watch the game. I tweet when I'm watching and streaming.
Yep.
I fire off, I don't know, 20 tweets about how awful the Broncos are, how much they suck. And then I'll do one tweet about another football team. And there's got to be like 10 people. Yeah, but why don't you acknowledge that your team sucks? It's like I can't say anything about any other team when my team sucks. And I don't like that rule on the internet. Even if I criticize them, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Oh, Team X is doing something weird. Screw you, your Broncos suck too. I know. Are you paying attention, guys? Are you paying attention? Good God. The Broncos offense might be the worst offense in the last 40 years of football. Tom, that's how bad it is.
The game back.
It is, and we are.
Holy crap! Wilson was sacked 6 times. Jesus.
Yeah, well, we lost. All right, we had Graham Glasgow filling in at center for injured Lloyd Cushenberry. Then we had Graham Glasgow get hurt, so we've got rookie mid to late round draft pick and Luke Wattenberg come in at center. Billy Turner is at right tackle. Cam Fleming, who would fill in for Billy Turner, inactive. Billy Turner gets hurt. So right tackle's a mess. We have oh my God, I already forget his name. Bailey Quinn or some guy, some gentleman trying hard. And of course, at left tackle, we've got Calvin Anderson already filling in for the injured Garrett Bowles. First play of the game, Jerry Jeudy hurts his ankle just running a route on that shit-ass turf grass, that shit-ass grass in Tennessee. So KJ Hamler not playing. And the Broncos offense is bad on top of that. Like, if we had a good quarterback back there, this would be one of those games you go, ugh, things are not going well for this team.
Sure.
We have Cortland Sutton, and then the 3 guys behind him in the receiving depth chart, all injured. Other guys stepped up, Kendall Hinton, Jalen Virgil, but yeah, the Broncos, beyond being bad on offense, incredibly injured. God bless that defense. Oh, my God. God bless them. And I don't even believe in God, Tom, but I want him to bless them as hard as he can. Because this is what's making Broncos football so horrible. The stats are getting really, really bad because they have, I believe, the worst scoring offense and the best scoring defense. Something that might not have happened since like 1943.
Before World War II ended.
We would be better if we would have just kept Teddy Bridgewater and Pat Shurmur. F me, man. F me. Anyway, I'm done talking about that. You got a big win in overtime. And you guys survived some of your similar mistakes.
You want to
fumbles? Is your special team still doing it, Tom?
Before we talk about that, here's another stat, Perna.
Oh yeah, I put that in the best and worst. How about them boys?
Just give me a moment behind the image. Just give me a moment.
Okay. Put your pants back on. There we go.
done already.
Yeah. And Vikings. Ooh, good God.
No. Hey,
Good God.
hey. No. We're not talking about them yet. Give me a moment, okay? It's been a while. Let me relish in this a little bit, and then we can talk about the purple incarnation of Satan. Oh, Justin Jefferson is so good. Oh, that catch was better than OBJ's. Oh, Josh Allen forgot how to throw a football. I know. Just give me a minute. That's the worst stat I've seen.
Oh.
Yeah. Amari Rodgers returning punts. I don't even care. We won the game yesterday. Whoever that decision is, whether it's Rich Bisaccia, whether it's Matt LaFleur, they need to go back and return punts the next game.
Whether it's Richard Bisaccia, Johnny Lasagna, Eddie Spaghetti, or
Nathan Noodles.
Daryl Primavera. It's time to get Armani out of there. Look at all that Italian you guys have in your special teams.
Yeah, Amari needs to go away. He needs to go away. It's true. Yeah, but Amari needs to, again, play on offense. Play as a wide receiver. Like, I'd like to see. He's done some stuff there. Love all of that. He needs to never return punts ever again. Ever.
Yeah.
And they keep saying, well, in practice, he's doing so well. Well, guess what, guys? He's fumbled 4 returns. 4. Game's not doing so well. And
is that just this season?
Yeah, and it's not even like, it's like, oh, like, you know, well, he's really good at returning, right? Like, oh man, like it's such like a big play away. He's like the next Devin Hester, but he keeps fumbling. No, the guy barely gets any yards. So no.
Yeah, you need to basically find like I think the Broncos one time had like Spencer Larson back returning punts, like the slowest dude on the team.
Yeah.
But it was just like, just fair catch it.
As long as you don't fumble.
Yeah. They got to score some touchdowns to put up with that. Like Trendon Holiday back in like 2013, I think. No. Yeah. 2013. Insane. Electric punt returner.
Mm-hmm.
Like big returns, touchdowns, had a fumbling problem. Got to balance out. If it's just, damn it. This is the one time it'll happen. Then
got unplugged again. Somebody take him out and blow on him. There we go. We're back.
I'm back. Whatever. I don't even care.
Done now. I don't want to talk about my point anymore. Done.
I'm mad at my computer.
It's okay. Listen, Christian Watson had some big drops, not just this season. Of course, we all know like the big one, the very first play of the season, but had some big drops in this game. And apparently Rodgers went on the sideline and he's like, hey, you're still getting the ball. So, and I was just like, ooh, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a drop in the Cowboys game?
He had 2.
Whoa.
And then they went to him again. And oh boy, that confidence went up real quick. So
well, why doesn't Rodgers just go do that to Amari Rodgers?
And just say, hey, stop sucking.
The ball, we're still punting to you. It's still coming to you.
Yeah. So anyway, that was good. They ran the ball efficiently. Aaron Jones had a good day. Dylan had a solid day. The defense, the last drive before halftime was not good, but Rudy Ford, the safety came out of nowhere. 2 interceptions for Dak Prescott. 2. Dos. And the Cowboys made some very interesting play calls. Very interesting, especially in OT. Very interesting. But
yeah, what'd they do in OT? How'd that shake out?
So they
got the ball first, right?
Got the ball first. So the Packers beforehand, the last drive in regulation, they had an opportunity and they just like the Packers wasted time. Like it was ugly play call. Like it was just terrible. 1. Then 2, Cowboys get the ball first. They're driving down the field bit by bit. We can't stop them. And then they're like on the 35 of the Packers, like somewhere around there. And they decide to go for it on 4th down, which they don't get it. I mean, a field goal wouldn't have ended it, but like, you know, but they don't get it. So then they give the ball right back to the Packers, and the Packers just march down the field and they kick the field goal and win.
Ooh.
It was interesting. Also, I don't know why they stopped running the football. Like, because they were running it because it was Malik Davis who was like the backup to Tony Pollard. Like, they were running pretty well, right? Pollard, 22 carries for 115 yards and a tutty, was averaging 5.2. Dude, Malik Davis, 5 for 38, was averaging 7.6 yards a carry.
Wow.
I said
that must be
great.
nice.
That's great. Yeah, he did do a backflip in full pads. Apparently, Christian Watson, here's the stats where you really turn into. Christian Watson did his first backflip when he was 4 years old. How does Tom Grossi know that very personal information? Because his mom is on Twitter and has been tweeting all about him, and that's so wholesome.
Wow. Adorable.
Because people were going after his mom because like a couple weeks ago saying like he was injury prone,
right.
he was a bust and stuff like that. And I was like, you guys are scum. But now Mama doing victory laps.
Let me
Mama
find that
watching
guy's
you.
mom and talk trash to her.
Yeah.
What a low life you have to be to do that. You should be in jail if you do that.
Well,
Pat Shermer and
Brandon?
Nathaniel Hackett, go to prison.
Go
You
to prison.
pathetic person, you.
Listen, buddy, I can avenge you because Thursday Night Football this week, Titans Packers.
Oh.
So I can avenge you. Maybe.
Careful.
Because now I have like a little confidence again now, buddy. Like it's
should.
amazing. Like I feel good. It's been a month and a half, but I feel good.
Titans defense is good.
Titans defense is good.
They're a gritty team, and
Yeah.
they were injured too. That's what's really frustrating is their front seven pretty banged up heading into the game. They lose a linebacker in the game, and they still dominated the injured Broncos offensive line. It was just if they get healthy this week, if they get Jeffrey Simmons back, I don't know how hurt he is. I gotta look, but like that would be an issue for the Packers. Hard to run against, but and the Broncos shut Derrick Henry down, 53 rushing yards for him.
Yeah,
didn't matter. Didn't freaking matter.
But like you said, you got annihilated, but it wasn't like 17-10.
Yeah,
or it just felt like you got annihilated.
We, yes, Tom, we scored those 10 points in the second quarter, and we didn't even get in field goal range after that. So yeah,
it was bad.
I know, like you said, your O-line is bad. Like, are we just like done with Russell Wilson at this point? Like, or is there still like a little?
There's hope for 2023. Russ in 2023.
Okay.
He's not good right now. He's not good.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's working. Our receivers are not elite. We just
Yeah, I get you.
Russ needs to take those psychedelics. It's honestly, I think, the only thing that can fix his mind at this point.
What if he like comes back and like all his tweets like, then turn into like a raging atheist? He's just like, I took shrooms and now.
No, see, yeah, I don't think it'll do that. I think it'll just make his God more ethereal. It'll be a more earth-based God.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Jesus will be energy. It'll be an aura. You know, he'll find the team's weakness by looking at their taint chakra and exploiting it, and that's just how he'll approach football.
You say your taint chakra?
Yeah, the most powerful one.
That's the
taint chakra.
Mm-hmm. Just yeah, and just real quick to answer that, yes, winning cures everything. It does. And so like right now it was doom and gloom. Packers bad team. I didn't even put out a Packers post game yesterday because I was exhausted. I'm gonna put it out today. It feels like there's some because as Roger said yesterday, we ain't dead yet. 1 and 2, you've now seen what this team could do against a very solid Cowboys football team.
Yeah. I think the fact that your offense started to click against a really good defense is a positive sign. Cautiously optimistic. We did lose to the Lions, but so did the Bears.
So did the Bears, yes. Yes,
Justin
they did.
Fields, another great rushing performance.
Bears fans are not happy. Bears fans are very unhappy with the referees. Not happy.
Did the referees throw a pick 6 in the fourth quarter, though, guys? Did the referees throw that pick six, Bears fans?
Dude, they ran for 258 yards. Like there was like some crazy stat they had that they've run for over like 225 yards in like a bunch of different games, and it's like shattering records. Like they're monsters. Like when it comes to that. Of the midway, no, but
yeah, it's a shame that they dismantled their defense for the future.
Oh yes, they did. Yeah, their defense is not good. It's not.
So that's the thing. You can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? Like you either love that they're building for the future, or you hate that they ruin their chances to compete this season. Monsters of the mid-tier.
That's great.
Like, I think they'll be fine moving forward. They found the formula for their offense, and now they just have to rebuild their defense.
Yeah. I mean, they are going to have the capital to do it. Like, I'm not too concerned about that.
No, they'll be able to make some moves. But here's the thing. New pieces don't always work.
Yeah. No, yeah.
New pieces don't always work, even when they look like they're gonna. Old pieces don't work. Ain't that right, Raiders fans?
Oh,
Jesus,
I feel
God.
like Carr. I saw it. He was like emotional on the podium. Like I didn't watch that game, but I saw highlights of it, and it just.
I caught all the good stuff. I had that on when I was working, but
we'll talk about the Bills.
What I saw too is like I think it was Coleman on Twitter as well, like bringing up a screen grab of Derek Carr, not seeing a wide open guy in the middle of the field because it looks like maybe there's an offensive lineman in there. And that's the thing. Every underperforming quarterback is just Russell Wilson. Like, I've seen that shit all season long for Russ. Every single player he's missed being open. And that's all you have to be in the NFL to be a good quarterback. A passing quarterback is just see the open guy. You just have to see the open guy and then get him the ball. The Packers, even when they weren't doing well, Rodgers seeing a lot of those open guys. Sometimes, he would drop
missing some blatantly open guys. Yeah.
Sometimes a Lions helmet would get in the way. But you just got to see the open guys. And apparently Derek Carr missed a few open guys. Also had Foster Moreau kind of drop a contested catch in the end zone. And then the Raiders, I sympathize, man. Final play of the game, Carr goes after Stephon Gilmore. Don't do that. Don't do that in the end zone because he's going to defend it. And him and Adams, physical play, no call, which I like, but Gilmore, basically that's Gilmore's second game-winning play of the season for the Colts. And I was like, oh, yeah, I watched that. I watched that happen live.
Yep.
Twice in the end zone, I believe Gilmore got him, but
oh boy.
He's been a sneaky good pickup for the Colts, even though like they've been all over the map in terms
which is
of being
surprising, honestly, because like he had so many injury issues last year.
Yeah. Sometimes guys get through it. But whoa. Okay. Get the hell out of here, John.
Whoa, John. Whoa.
John,
Whoa.
you're gonna talk. Those are fighting words.
That's
John.
not even in my chat. That's in yours. Get your house in order, Perna.
John,
in order.
Those are unsubscribing words, buddy.
Ow.
Pal.
Ow.
Guy.
Yeah. Is it time to talk about Jeff Saturday being the most successful coach in NFL history? I mean, he's undefeated, Perna.
Yeah.
In his debut, he said the Raiders are bad, and what happens? He goes out and beats the Raiders. I mean,
yeah.
Am I reading off your script for best and worst?
What's that?
Am I reading off your script for best and worst?
I mean, I gave the Raiders, they're getting the worst defense award.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's lucky he got Josh McDaniels and the Raiders. He's lucky he got a team with a horrible defense.
When you are a perennial talent, and one of which the world has never seen, I think it's really time to just admit that Jeff Saturday can and will
Sunday.
I think it's just time.
Yeah, Broncos get the Raiders this week, so Whoever loses that game, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
Oh my god. Sorry, I had to. All right, you know what? Let's talk about it. You're wearing a purple shirt. Let's just rip it off. You know what? Before we even talk about what are you doing? Sit down. Do you know how many Bills fans are mad at you? Do you know how many?
Hey,
You
I'm
can't
not
rub
loving
that
on
in
the
me.
Vikings. I wanted Buffalo to win.
Do
I'm
you
still
know
riding and dying with the Bills, Tom.
exactly? And what has happened? What has happened, Perna?
Well, guess what? I
Ever
said I'm
since
going to
the
ride
second
and
half-
die with the Bills, and I brought in the die. I brought in the
Bills
die.
country. Let's die.
Let's.
Yeah. So ever since that second half of the Packers game, haven't looked too good.
Let me tell you
So
something about Buffalo.
tell me.
They're going to be just fine.
I think
Josh
they're gonna be fine
Allen
too.
is going to stop throwing interceptions at some point.
Yes, John.
And that's literally the only thing they need to do differently. Also, don't fumble on the goal line when your team just got a crazy stop to end the game. That game worked out, though, I guess, in terms of karma, because that Gabe Davis catch late, probably not a catch. Weird that doesn't get reviewed.
Yeah, that was a little
Like,
weird.
that's the whole point of the process. You don't allow coaches to challenge in the final 2 minutes, which doesn't make any damn sense because your team is going to, your refereeing team, they're going to not miss it, and then they don't even fucking look at it.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I am so sick of these officials sucking every week with technology at their disposal. Ejecting Dre Greenlaw, too, that seems pretty arbitrary. But just get the calls right. And I liked the call while watching the game because I wanted the Bills win, but they didn't in overtime ultimately. And they got the chance to go into overtime because of the missed call. Karma gets them in OT, interception at the goal line. But I just want consistency, and I want it to be accurate. And I think we're at a point where they shouldn't get any calls wrong. Never, ever, ever, ever.
I saw something on Twitter that it was like the NFL makes billions of dollars a year, and they still measure a first down with like a stick and string.
Yeah. And they're too cheap to have a standard for turf. Like,
yeah, dude, and that's starting to become a big issue. I also think it's really funny that like the NFL kind of wants it both ways, where it's like, well, like it's like baseball. It's like the human element of it, and like with the officials, and they can make mistakes or they could do no calls or what have you. But then they also utilize the technology for the audience to see it in like the super slow motion from 18 different camera angles that it was obviously an incompletion or didn't cross the goal line. But it's like, oh no, well, you're right, but we're going to call the wrong call. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. All right. But Brandon, I have to say something, and it's not going to feel good.
Goo goo? Gaga.
The Minnesota Vikings are for real. They are for real. I have been on this show, my show, talked about it a lot, talking about how they played like the one good team against the Eagles, and then they got rocked, and then they've been having like some really weird, like close wins. And I said, they were getting the W's. That's all that mattered. But yesterday, you know what? They did it. They did it. They're for real. I hate it. Oh, I hate it with every fiber of my being. But you have to give them credit. Like, after.
Yeah. They're protecting Kirk Cousins well. Did Von Miller only one sack in that game?
Yeah, he just like came in late. Yeah.
Vikings, Bills.
Yeah.
And seriously, is Justin Jefferson,
dude,
took control of the game. Dalvin Cook, 8.5 yards. He only had 14 carries, and he had nearly 120 yards. Now, Kirk Cousins, he is still Kirk Cousins. Okay, he's
Well,
good enough.
Yeah.
He's good enough. Okay, and I would take that right now as a Broncos fan. I'm not trying to knock on Kirk Cousins. He's better when he takes his shirt off after the game. And the Vikings. Okay, I don't think you understand what's funny about Kirk Cousins being shirtless wearing the chains, because they're like, we're going to have something even better for you guys this week. And it was just Patrick Peterson doing what Kirk Cousins did last time on the plane. That's not funny. Kirk Cousins doing it is funny.
Yes, sir.
You got to have Kirk Cousins doing weird, un-Kirk Cousins like things on the plane. So remember, if you lose next week, it's because you're like, no, we're gonna hype up Patrick Peterson. No. If you do hype up Patrick Peterson, he's got to do something only Kirk Cousins would do. Serial killing.
I also love
Kirk Cousins peeing on the airplane with the door open. Boom.
There you go.
Hilarious. Kirk
He's
Cousins
like, you know
serving everybody their meals on the plane. Hilarious. Patrick Peterson throwing Kirk Cousins off the plane with the parachute. Now we're talking Minnesota.
Because he's figured out that he's a serial killer?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What if they did a murder mystery on the plane?
Ooh.
But Kirk actually kills somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also love that, like, Kirk Cousins and Josh Allen almost had that identical stat line. Like, Kirk Cousins 30 for 50, 357, 1 tutty, 2 interceptions. Allen 29 for 43, 330, 1 tutty, 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
I think there's some concern with Josh Allen, because there's just been, ever since the Packers game, because he threw a couple picks in that too.
Yeah, those late picks, and then
that was before his injury. You know, like it's a little weird because he did it against the Jets too, and some bad ones against the Jets.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of missing Brian Dable right now. Maybe a little bit of the Brian Dable coaching starting to show its ugly head. And that's, I think Ken Dorsey's been doing pretty good with the offense, but like Josh Allen, we saw him correct all of those mistakes. We saw him mature into a elite quarterback. And he was playing that way all of this season, except for the last 3 games, 2.5 games, really, where all of a sudden he's making decisions that made us think he was a bad draft pick back in, 2018? Yeah, I think 2018. Like, you're like, oh, this dude's super talented, but he's going to do bad stuff with the football, and it's going to kill you. And 2 picks, it's like not the worst thing. Like Kirk Cousins threw 2 picks. I don't even know if they're both his fault, but like you just grew to expect Allen to always play elite and always be perfect, and he hasn't. And the Bills haven't been able to overcome that. That's the other thing. So yeah, things are rough for Bills right now, but if they can dig themselves out of this little hole, if they can get better because of it, it will, I think, serve them in the playoffs. And the one thing the Bills have to get rid of, they have to stop playing the most entertaining football games in losses. Because hot damn, if you go back to the playoffs last year, best game, Bills Chiefs, they lose. This year, Bills Vikings, probably the best game of the season.
Yeah.
Bills lose in overtime. And they got the ball, and it still didn't matter. Still did not matter.
Dude, just like Buffalo, that whole second half, they scored 6 points, and their defense allowed 20 points in the regulation and the final 3. And that's the thing. There's so many opportunities for them to win that game. The defense comes up, like we were talking about, with a crucial stop on the goal line. And then you see something you never see. Like they fumbled the ball. Like as they go, like trying to get out of their end zone, like trying to do something. Like,
yeah, and it like every team's pretty injured. You know what I mean? And I think the Bills defense, like Jordan Poyer not playing, Greg Russo not playing, those were 2 big misses on the defensive side of the ball for them. So, maybe they get a get healthy again. Trey White still hasn't played. There's hope that they can, I think, get better as a team. And it's just,
Yeah.
if you have that and then, Josh Allen eliminates the mistakes, they're a very good football team again.
But
And
look at the Chiefs.
well, yeah, Chiefs and Eagles look like the two best teams in the league. So
But my point is that like now, right? The Chiefs are number one in the AFC. Like
Mhm.
I think they're back at it. Like so. I don't know. It's gonna be.
don't like the Chiefs. And what kind of jerkwad older brother is Dalvin Cook?
Oh, dude, he.
What a
he's
jerk!
like, James, sit down. Sit down.
I mean, dude, do you have to be like such an a-hole? Rushing for 119?
Yeah.
While your little brother only gets 5
He
carries
almost
for
got a
22
touchdown
yards?
too. James was like this close from getting a tutty.
Wow,
Yeah.
Dalvin. It's like you got to the NFL first. You've always been the older brother, and now you're some salt on your wounds, little bro. At least Peyton Manning let Eli win 2 Super Bowls while he only had 1. Speaking of brothers, TJ Watt back for the Steelers.
That helps.
Segway, look at that.
Got him.
That's what
Got
the pros do.
You did it. Was that it? Was that all you wanted to say?
Yeah, TJ Watt really is an important piece for the Steelers.
Listen, Kenny Pickett didn't throw any interceptions. The Saints need a quarterback badly.
Yeah, Andy Dalton was atrocious.
He's not. He is not it. He's not.
Where are all the Jameis Winston truthers out there? They've been pretty quiet. Oh, Jameis Winston's going to be good. No, he's not. He's terrible. Sucks.
Alvin Kamara, 26 yards. Jesus. It's not good.
Saints. I mean, was Jarvis Landry out again?
No, I think he was active. Yeah, he was active. 3 for 37.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was. It's rough watching the Saints right now.
They're not a fun team to watch. They're like the
not.
Broncos.
They're not. So, don't know what the hell is going on with them. But again, now the Buccaneers, as I said weeks ago, right? We were all talking about, if they lose this game against the Ravens, or is that the end of their season? And I was like, no. Do you guys see what division they're in? And here they are, extending their lead in the NFC South, because the NFC South is not good. And now PJ Walker, he has a high ankle sprain, so Baker Mayfield's going to get the start with Sam Darnold backing him up.
Yeah,
I
don't know if that's a bad thing.
I don't think so either. But like, they're also not a good football team. I mean, we saw in the Falcons. Good God, they looked like the team we thought they were going to be this past Thursday. So I don't know.
Derek Karma.
So I don't know what the hell.
I'm not impressed by the Buccaneers, though. Like, God, do people want to fillet Tom Brady? Oh, my God. He throws a 7-yard pass to Julio Jones that Julio takes 30 yards because nobody was covering him. They're like, Brady is back, baby. Brady is back. Scooty Miller finally starts catching the balls thrown right at his chest. Helps the Bucs offense quite a bit. They get 100 yards rushing from their rookie running back. And that was really like the difference for Tampa Bay. And don't get me wrong, like I did an episode about all the quarterbacks, and I said Tom Brady's still probably throwing the best football of everybody. And if people actually watched it, I explained why they weren't playing well and why they could all start playing well again. And this week, it happened to Aaron Rodgers and it happened to Tom Brady. And it's about putting a little bit of balance in your offense. Like, it's especially this season where defenses have been, I feel, just like better against the pass. So you got to wear them down a little bit. And Tampa did a great job of that. Seattle's defense was dumb. And Tampa's defensive line, like Seattle couldn't run the football at all against Tampa. And if Tampa Bay's defense returns to form where like you cannot run against them at all, and then you start making mistakes in the passing game, like they're going to be not just like the team that wins that division, but could be tough in the playoffs. But I still don't think they're a great football team. They still got problems, and it's going to show if they ever play a respectable competition. Suck it, Seattle.
See, but that's the thing. Like, I think that I understand what you're saying, but I think that Seattle has been respectable competition. Like, they've been playing good football. It looks like they were not prepared to stop the run, and they kind of paid the price for it. Also, like, they didn't run the ball well. That's the defense of the Buccaneers actually showed up. Like, they showed up yesterday.
That's what I
And you
just
just
said.
haven't seen that. Their defense has been struggling at times this year. And so it kind of just like all came together. They looked like a balanced football team, and they were able to get the win. So the Bucs are probably, they're likely going to win that division.
Here's what I said
with a losing record, but
Tampa dominated that game in every facet, and they still almost lost. That's why I'm not sold on Tampa Bay.
I don't think you need to get sold on them. I think it's just
they're going to win the division.
They're going to make the playoffs, and then anything can
They
happen.
might win a playoff game. That's
like,
how I look at the Bucs.
But think how bad the NFC is, though, dude. I mean, like, listen, we have the NFC.
They're going to get stomped by the Vikings in the playoffs because the Vikings are going to have the second seed behind the Eagles. Tampa versus Minnesota. Kirk Cousins throws 3 interceptions, but the Vikings still win.
In overtime.
Yep.
Okay.
What about
the Dolphins are going to be a scary team. I was watching that game. Dude, they are going to be terrifying. Jeff Wilson, I'm sorry. What did they give up for him? A 5th? Dude. Like, they were scary yesterday. I was watching them absolutely decimate the Browns, and I was like, I get to see this on Christmas, and it's not going to be a fun present to open. Jeff Wilson, 17 carries, 119 yards for a tutty. And he was running tough.
Yeah, he fits what they want to do.
Yep.
Knows how to run in that offense. Coming out of the running back factory capital of the world, San Francisco. And he just adds a new element. He adds the thing that the Dolphins were kind of missing for most of the season. And you put that in there with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, who are really tough to defend every week. And you have a tight end that you don't even need to throw to anymore, and Mike Gesicki. So, yeah, they are going to be tough. Tua's playing, like, if you want to talk about quarterbacks we should be discussing in the MVP race outside of Mahomes, who I think is, like, the leader right now.
Tom Brady.
Tua Tagovailoa. He's playing smart.
Jalen Hurts, too.
Good football. Like, what else do you want? What else do you want? Yeah, you got Mahomes, Tua, Hurts.
That's it.
That's it right now.
That's it right now.
And whatever defense is playing the Broncos, MVPs. Or you go down to Arizona, and maybe we'll throw Colt McCoy into the MVP race.
God, it's so funny, too. And someone brought this up in the chat yesterday. They're just like, I love that, like, the Cardinals are doing Hard Knocks and no one cares.
Yeah, I watched it.
He said it was pretty good.
Yeah, Jess put it on. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, let's. Yeah, I mean, it was.
It's one like, do your job, Brandon.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I saw a stat today that Cliff Kingsbury has a winning record in games that the Cardinals are underdogs and a losing record in games that they're favored. And he's like the only coach to ever. So every time you expect the Cardinals to win, they lose. And whenever you expect them to lose, they win. That's the Cardinals. And they got the Rams without Stafford. How crazy was that? It was like Josh Allen's elbow looked like the most severe injury. And then you're like, Kyler Murray will probably play. Stafford had the concussion protocol, but whatever. And Stafford and Murray don't play, and Allen does.
Whoa. Falling.
There you go.
Videos from you guys. Listen on the way home. Falling, appreciate you. And a great profile pic. I got you.
I'm
I got you, bro.
falling even more in love with you. Lifehouse, we brought it back.
Yes.
But
No.
Face to face with Russell Wilson, on Seattle Refined. Am I the scat?
No.
Am I the scat?
No.
make Russell Wilson the head coach. It's the only option at this point.
Thank you, Fawn. Appreciate you. You booped it. Yeah, that's right. Yes. 2-week Lifehouse streak. How long will it continue? Yeah, but the Rams, man, and then Cooper Kupp, do we know how serious it is? Like, he left and immediately was, like, doubtful for the game. Like, he was not going to... Whoa!
Wow, Petty.
But Kay says, how's it? If the Bears offense number one in the past month, but now the defense is missing? Well, as Perna said, they traded away, like, their best players. Fields continues to improve, keeps these numbers. You think he'll have an MVP combo? Not winning, but in the combo. If he could, like, these last few games, like, if he could do it, might get a vote or two, but I think Mahomes and Hurts are kind of just ahead right now, because like he had a rough start to the season, but dude, like next year, that's what, as I've said this a million times until I'm exhausted. The Bears just needed to figure out this season if Justin Fields was the guy. It started out rough, but now it seems like he's the guy, and now you just build around him with everything that you have.
Appreciate
you, Will.
He's got to get the wins. Fields, if he got the wins the last couple weeks, he'd be in that conversation. But the Bears are losing, and that's the problem. It's just they're losing. It's that you guys lost. That's the problem. And we're talking about the defense, right? Like Roquan Smith, gone, played pretty well for Baltimore in his first game.
Yep.
Robert Quinn, not sure yet. Hasn't done much in Philly. It's like 1.5 games or whatever. We'll see if he does anything. But do you know who played pretty well? Akeem Hicks in Tampa Bay on that defensive line. And that's a piece that, wasn't a trade this season, but that's a former staple to your guys' defensive line. And I saw him stuffing the run against Seattle.
I had to play a clip for William. I'm so sorry. And since asking about the Bears, this is only appropriate.
That was like go pack.
Go pack. I'll take go pack. Oh my God, I'm dying inside. I hope you know that like that's now a rally cry in my chat.
Go pack.
I hope you know that.
So Carmella gets 10% of all of that revenue.
Oh my God, I want it to end in a tie. I want it a 0-0 tie.
Neither are good.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I mean, it's just they usually.
Tyreek Hill should be in the MVP conversation.
He should.
Like 100%. He's insanely just good on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And if Justin Jefferson keeps playing the way he does, and that's like
he's a monster.
It's the same thing. It's when Justin Jefferson's a really good example of a receiver who is so good that he carries his quarterback.
He's going to get paid
elevates
all
Kirk
the money.
Cousins so much.
All of the money.
Yeah.
All of it. Giants beat the Texans. They're able to be efficient. Barkley, 35 for 152. I mean, like, he's also, I know we're talking about other folks, but like, he's in the comeback player of the year, like, conversation. He's been playing well. And again, it doesn't matter if it's the Texans because, the Eagles had a little bit of problems with them. Giants are 7-2.
Yeah.
They're 7-2.
Whoa.
I didn't throw anybody under the bus yesterday.
Yeah. So you got your answer.
So
I cannot even envision the Broncos in the Super Bowl. I can't. Like, I can lie to myself about a lot of stuff, but that one doesn't seem feasible.
Can't. The other one that I wanted to talk about, after an exciting and thrilling entire afternoon of NFL football, the Chargers and 49ers took the field on Sunday Night Football. And the 49ers are the most boring, winningest team to watch right now. Like, it was fun, like, when Christian McCaffrey had, like, a triple crown. But good God. I don't know if it was just because I was elated from the Packers win and like excited, but that game was awful. What the hell the Chargers are doing? I know everyone and their mother's injured, and they had more injuries last night. The Chargers, horrific. It's just dump off, dump off, dump off. It looks like they don't trust Herbert when Herbert's not getting like bent backwards. But the 49ers are just like, here you go. Oh, here's Christian McCaffrey. Oh, here's Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
Little throw over the middle. Oh, here you go. And like, I'm not hating on them in any way because it's winning football games. But holy crap, man.
Maybe one of the most bizarre performances is Elijah Mitchell coming in and playing better than Christian McCaffrey.
No, it doesn't, because that's Kyle Shanahan. He's just like, no. It's just like, listen, if you think this is going to make sense, I promise you it's not. I promise you it will not. Like,
yeah, that was funny. Like, I didn't even know he was ready to healthy and ready to go. And then it's like, oh yeah, he's running a little more effectively. So, I mean, the 49ers are they're a mystery team. Like, that offense could be the best in the league any given week, or they could be handcuffed by Jimmy G any given. They're very similar to the Vikings, in my opinion, in terms of their offense and how it can be so good or so average, and it's all going through your quarterback. And who would you rather have as your QB, Jimmy G or Kirk Cousins? That's a fun debate that we won't have, but it's a question I pose.
Honestly. And that pains me to say again.
You say Kirk?
I do. I think I'd rather have Cousins. I do. Because Garoppolo, like, what was the stupid stat that it was all over Twitter that he's like undefeated when he throws like 0 touchdowns? Like, Jimmy Garoppolo, like, I feel like Shanahan is just like, you get to throw the ball like not even 20 times, but as soon as you get over 15, you're on a snap count, mister. Like, you are not allowed to throw the ball anymore.
Yeah, but he did he rushed for a touchdown, right? Did a little QB sneak or something.
Oh, Garoppolo? Yeah, he got 3 yards off 5 carries.
Hell yeah, that's my man.
Oh yeah, it's 10-2. 10-2 with 0 passing touchdowns.
Damn, that's a nice stat.
That is the epitome of just like, yeah, I'll just let my team do it for me.
The only thing I know for sure about Garoppolo and Kirk Cousins is that I always want to see both of them shirtless.
What?
I always want to see shirtless Kirk Cousins and shirtless Jimmy G.
Okay.
There's your NFC Championship game right there.
Oh my God, no. Please, God, no. Please, Perna, don't do that to me. Don't. Perna, no.
Packers fall to the 49ers again in the postseason. Christian McCaffrey sets the single game rushing record. No, Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey each set single game rushing records in postseason history against the Packers. You basically get Colin Kaepernick times 2 when you play the 49ers.
Or Raheem Mostert.
Yes. And then Kirk Cousins gets to duel Jimmy G in the championship game. And they both do their warm-ups shirtless.
By the way, I'm really happy that you said the Packers are going to make the postseason. That was nice.
Yeah, that's still, it's like I just assume they're in there and I forget how many games they lost. It's a hard adjustment that, they're going to be all right, I think.
Honestly,
do they play next week, Tom?
They're playing the Titans on Thursday.
Thursday, short game. Okay.
Yeah, but then they have a really easy game against the Eagles on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, easy. Easy. What happened to the Eagles, guys? I'm not being super serious when I say, like, come on. I'm not actually projecting Vikings 49ers championship game.
We lose to the Commanders and Giants, but we beat the Cowboys and Eagles.
Oh, yeah, that feels plausible.
That feels right. That feels right. That's it. I want to do it. Tonight's game, Commanders and Eagles. I think the Commanders are going to give them a problem because the Commanders have been playing teams tough.
Yeah, I think
It's a divisional game.
I think the Eagles secondary is too good. And when you got a quarterback who's going to take some unnecessary risks like Taylor Heineke, I think that's going to bite him in the ass. So I can see how it would be close. But I think Eagles defense is going to be the story after this game.
Is Jordan Davis back in? Is he back?
I don't know.
Like
Eagles
that,
injury.
their run defense was not doing as well with that. Does anyone know? Anyone know? Oh wait, no, he was. He was on injury reserve, so no, he's not coming back.
Oh, yeah.
But he's
And
on IR November 2nd, so he's not coming back. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what the Packers are. Yeah, because I forgot he's on IR. They just put him on there. I forgot. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. You okay, Perna? You okay, buddy?
Yeah, just looking at the injury report.
Okay. Enjoying yourself? I think that was all the games that we needed to talk about, right?
Yeah. I mean, the Chargers lost, the Raiders lost, the Broncos lost. So you're welcome, Kansas City. You're welcome, Chiefs. You're welcome.
Let's pull up the
Oh, cool. Kadarius Toney looks good for the Chiefs now, too.
That was really funny.
Hilarious.
Wow. Dude, I didn't realize. Holy crap, the Bills fall down to third place in their division.
Yeah, I mean, you got
It's
Miami.
Dolphins, Jets.
They lose to
Bills,
the Jets.
Patriots.
They got to claw their way back to the top.
Wow. Okay. That's a big yikes. I didn't realize they fell down to third. Yeah, the Jets could be number one in the AFC East next week with a win. They could. Oh God, Seahawks. Yeah, it's just whatever. All right, the Beast divisions. They're here. Interesting. All right, Perna, what do you got coming out today? Best and worst?
Yep, I'm gonna do best and worst. Got a lot of good stuff in there today. And if you want to see the new worst game ever, that's already up on YouTube.
I hope it just gets like 6 worsts wrong.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's inevitable, it feels like.
Just like the chaos.
Yeah. And Tom, you got to do, we were doing a Packers recap today.
Yeah, so I did not that worst new worst game's doing really well. Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy. That's awesome.
Best video of the month.
There you go. Yeah, so I have to do a Packers post game. I'm gonna kind of combine it like I have been doing for the past few weeks. It's gonna be like, is there hope for the Packers? Because after yesterday, feeling pretty good, but want to like be realistic and like, break it down. So I want to do that. I might do a short today. We'll see. Every NFL fan's reaction after the Monday Night Football stream. And that's what we got going on. And we're streaming Monday Night Football, obviously. So, yeah.
How many
so we did.
has he thrown?
Josh Allen? He's fumbled a bunch, too. But I think he's only lost like 2.
Let's see here.
He has thrown
10 interceptions, 20 touchdowns.
That doesn't lead the league, does it?
Yeah. Davis Mills, Matt Ryan, 9. Kirk Cousins, 8. Stafford, just 8. See, Stafford doesn't play this week, so that probably helped a little there.
That helps him not throw interceptions when he doesn't play.
Yeah. Pickett, 8. Justin Fields, 7. Andy Dalton, 7.
That's bad.
Jared Goff, 7. Mahomes, 7. Russell Wilson, just 5. Russell and Zach Wilson, each just 5 picks. Jameis Winston, 5 interceptions, and he's played what? 2 or 3 games? Oh. All right. It's bad.
It's not good. So Josh Allen, no longer an MVP race.
Not right now. He can get back there, I believe.
Not right now. Well, folks, we appreciate you. We had nearly 5,000 people in here on a Monday. GPS every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, at 9 a.m. Mountain Time.
And
I'm
we
Tom
do not
Grossi.
air Central Time.
No, sorry.
Sorry, guys.
So Pacific? Nope. More like no.
Zip it.
Got him. Tom Grossi, Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've